Hello guys, it's your boy Rafo here. We are here with some more mythological faction discussion. So today we're going to be looking at the two bringers of karma, the keeper of lights or the priest of light, whatever, and the keeper of karma. And yeah, so Jizo and Darmian Ling, we're going to look at their story and background and how they became like best friends and stuff like that, and how they both became like karma keepers or keepers of light and stuff like that. So yeah, so Jizo keeps the order of the Karma faction. He's the one that keeps the order in place, so nobody goes AWOL and bees corrupt and stuff like that. So where they live and stuff like that, where they still stay in their own faction, everybody is full of peace. Nobody wants corruption. Everybody's on the same side. Darmian Ling is just the representative of the karmic faction. He's like, if you have anything to say it to him. He'll let you know. He's kind of like the fucking council leader or some shit. Secretary of fucking state. He's that guy. He's just like, everybody goes to him for guidance. There's actually a ruler for each faction. The Descent faction ruler is obviously Yamashi, which is the ruler of the underworld. So he's the ruler. So he's like the top highest. He's the strongest, basically. He's basically the strongest fighter in the Descent faction. And for the strongest fighter in the Duality faction is clearly the keeper of duality, which is Lao Q. So Lao Q is basically, yeah, so that's Lao Q. He's basically the guy who's the king of all duality and stuff like that. So the king of karma is Lord Wu, this super powerful karmic guy. He does not give a fuck. We're just going to be looking at the stories of how they actually bowed down to him and became under his feet because they thought he was righteous and stuff. So Lord Wu is pretty fucking crazy. He has not came out yet. I did overhear that they were going to be putting a lot of mythological heroes in here. So let's hopefully Lord Wu gets put in here because we already have these two guys, Jizo and Darmian Ling. You got to add Lord Wu. I mean, we're going to be checking out the story behind these two. But yeah, so Darmian Ling was not really a big person of like spiritualism and stuff like that. And he was just really just a person who liked to pray to the gods, like a Buddha kind of. He was just really, well, they're spiritual, but he just wanted to pray to the gods and have ask the gods for powers. But eventually, he got tired and seen that there was a lot of corruption where he lived. He wanted to make a change. He wanted to make his whole area better. So he basically went to Lord Wu and asked him for some type of mythical path or something to give him to make him stronger. Lord Wu looked at him like stupid, like, "Are you a fool? Like, you dare come to my palace, tell me and ask me for something, and then not give me anything exchanging back?" So he just like Lord Wu just kicked him out the fucking castle. He's like, "Fuck you," and Darmian Ling was pretty irritated by that. So while he was traveling along the path, he left the village. He went to start traveling through cities and cities, looking for people with different type of gods to see which god would give him the most power. So he kept going through different cities and stuff like that. And eventually, along the way, he crossed the path. He crossed paths with a man named Jizo, and that's Jizo over here. Well, let's finish off Darmian Ling. We'll go to Jizo, but yeah, he met Jizo, and Jizo was actually looking for the same thing. He was looking for more power because his city was also corrupt. He saw his own parents die in front of him from corrupt people. He saw that his whole city and town was being just completely corrupted. So he was a person, Jizo was a person who always called to the heavens, and Darmian Ling was always a person who called to the gods, which both heavenly, I guess. So after they met, they kind of were just talking with each other. They projecting their insecurities upon each other, and they realized that they could be good friends, and they actually did become good friends because they both wanted the same thing, so they both decided to excel in whatever they wanted to learn. Obviously, Darmian Ling wanted to learn the power of being spiritual because he was always into prayers and stuff like that. Jizo just really wanted to be one with the heavens, so he'd always called upon them to come take him. So he wanted to excel in heavenly power of karma and all those who done wrong and get the guys who killed his parents back. So he was really a karmic guy. And yeah, I'm kind of running out of breath here, but yeah. So we're going to be talking about Jizo. All right, so this is Jizo. This guy really just looks like a fucking crazy ass guy. But anyways, Jesus always wanted to become one with the heavens, but the heavens never really called upon him. They never really listened to him. So he really wanted, he really thought like, I'm one in a million people who ask for favors. So what makes me special enough to be able to talk to the gods? So he kind of wanted some type of way where he can go up there to the heavens and explain to him what was happening down there on earth. So he wanted the heavens to call upon him and take him up there. So he really wanted to excel. So what they did was they both left. They both parted ways after spending time with each other. They both parted ways, projecting each other with projecting each other's insecurities upon each other. So that's how Jizo kind of learned a little bit about spiritual power, and Jarmi and Ling kind of learned a little bit about karmic power. And so they eventually split ties. That was their gift to each other before they left. Jarmi and Ling went to the west, and he became known as the priest of the west, along with Sand, who became the monk of the west, and Sun Wukong, who became the son of the west. Based off the whole journey to the west thing, there was another member, but I don't know who he was. But yeah, and so after that happened, to what is his name? Jizo, he went to the gods. He found a way to finally go up to the gods, and just he stood up on a mountain. He got into this conversation with a mythical beast. But instead of fighting the mythical beast, he tried to talk it out and try to be one with the beast, try to like, not fight, just try to inject his insecurities upon the beast. The beast actually fell for it. And the beast looked at him, and he was like, I am actually the beast told Jizo that I am a descendant from the heavens, here to test you if you're worthy enough to see us. So Jizo passed, and so the beast actually took Jizo all the way up to the heavens. He told him about what was going down on earth and shit. And the gods said, we will help you. We will help you by giving you this orb of light. This should light the way to victory. Not victory, but this should light the way to, what is that? I don't want to say victory. Another word for that, lack of words. Light the way for prosperity, light the way for, I don't know, just light the way. And so the spiritual demon decided to become one with Jizo, and that's how Jizo, riding down from the heavens. This is actually the character portrait of him riding down from the heavens, praying the gods for peace, or praying to the gods for peace and securities. And yeah, so that's how those two met. They actually met under Lord Wu at the same time. They both met up with each other right at Lord Wu's castle, and they went to go talk to him again, saying that you need to change your ways because all this is your land. Like, this is all your land. You're supposed to be like the god of like peace and karma and stuff like that, but you're like a wrathful type guy. And Jami and Ling over here was the first to like kind of get into his face. They were going to challenge him, but the problem was they weren't trying to be wrathful. That's the thing. And so yeah, Darmi Ling obviously expelled in spiritual power, learned the path of the karmic as well from Jizo, and Jizo also learned a few spirit attacks. Well, one spirit attack, I already went over him, and they're both abilities. But yeah, so after all that bullshit, they looked upon Lord Wu, and Lord Wu looked back and like, like these guys look like prophecies. He's like, I'll offer you. He offered them a deal that if they were to become if one of them was to become the representative and the other one was to become the order of his land and chase the lands for him, that he will grant them any wish. So knowing Lord Wu as a wrathful person, they didn't really believe him, but they took his advice. So they kind of bowed down underneath him, and Darmi Ling became basically the image of light, the image of the whole karmic faction, and Jizo became the enforcer, like the keeper of peace of the whole order of the karmic faction. And Lord Wu is always the king of faction. But yeah, so after all that bullshit went down, they fixed the city. They got peace along all of the city, and it was all prosperity. And it became the karmic faction, the faction of light and peace. And Lord Wu, they went back to Lord Wu to ask for their gift was to Darmi and Ling already got his gift, which was changing the piece of the whole karmic faction, the whole faction. This faction is like a whole giant like part of the land. And yeah, I'm kind of running out of breath telling this story, but so Jizo was like, okay, now you can grant my wish. But Lord Wu was like, I said only one wish. He said I'll only grant one wish. And he said that your wish was already granted. He looked at Darmian Ling like your wish was already granted, and that was the only one and only wish I would give you guys. So Jizo pretty pissed off about his parents dying and stuff like that, just full rage on, try to attack Lord Wu, but Lord Wu was not hesitant to smite this guy down. He like smite Jizo, smacked him on the ground, boom, fucked him up. Damian Ling obviously joined in, that's his friend, got smacked down as well. He said that you guys are just Lord Wu just said that you guys are just like disciples of mine. Like don't lose your place and stuff like that. And they just kind of left. They just left. They went there both. They both got back up and said, you know what? One day, mark our words, Lord Wu, we will come back and we will bring true peace to this land. And they just both disappeared. Jizo went back to the heavens, and freaking Damian Ling went off to the west, back with his friends and shit like that. And yeah, that's the story of Jizo and Darmian Ling, the two keepers of light, the priest of light, whatever. And the evil Lord Wu. Unfortunately, Lord Wu is not in the game yet. They haven't put him in there, but I got a notification on my mail saying that well, not a notification on my mail. I got a notification on the channel, their forum page or whatever, that they're going to be adding a lot of mythological heroes in the game. So hopefully we're going to see Lord Wu. I mean, come on, Lord Wu has to join the fight. I mean, they're over here fighting. They basically try to take his ass down, and he fucked him over. And now they're like pissed. They're like, "Fuck you, man. We're gonna get your ass." You know, they have to put Lord Wu in the battle, and they have to put Lord Wu in the game. So yeah, they have to put him in the game. And if they don't, then I don't know. This would be a bullshit ass story, but it's not a bullshit story. So they better put him in the game. But anyways, guys, this is your boy RFO here with some more mythological faction discussions with the karmic faction. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed, and we come back with some more mythological faction discussions. We'll probably be moving on to Wolfric and Axel. But bye bye, fans. Yeah,